Mastering your accent, tips and techniques for improvement. Speaking a new language can be challenging, but when you add on the task of perfecting your accent, it can be downright daunting. Accents can be a major barrier to communication, and it can be frustrating when others struggle to understand what you are saying. Whether you are learning a new language for work, travel, or for fun, mastering your accent can help you communicate more effectively and confidently. In this video we will provide you with tips and techniques to help you improve your accent and speak more fluently. From practicing with native speakers, to listening to audio recordings and focusing on specific sounds, we will show you how to take your accent to the next level. With these tips, you'll be able to speak with clarity, confidence, and ease in no time at all. 1. Why mastering your accent is important. Mastering your accent is important for several reasons. Firstly, it is crucial for effective communication. Accents can often create a barrier for people trying to understand each other, whether in a personal or professional setting. By mastering your accent, you can ensure that you are easily understood by others, which can lead to better relationships, more effective collaborations, and improved job prospects. Secondly, accent mastery can help boost your confidence. Many people feel self-conscious about their accents, particularly if they feel that their accent makes them sound less intelligent or less credible. By working on your accent, you can improve your self-confidence and feel more comfortable in social or professional situations. In addition, mastering your accent can also help you to assimilate into a new culture or community. If you move to a new country or region, your accent may set you apart and make it difficult for you to fit in. By working on your accent and sounding more like a local, you can more easily integrate into your new surroundings. Overall, mastering your accent is an important step towards effective communication, increased self-confidence, and successful integration into new cultures and communities. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. 2. Understanding the different elements of an accent. To improve your accent, it's important to understand the different elements that make up an accent. These elements include pronunciation, intonation, rhythm, and stress. Pronunciation refers to the way in which individual sounds are pronounced within a language. For example, English has 44 different sounds. It's important to master each of these sounds to ensure that you're able to speak clearly and accurately. Intonation refers to the rise and fall of the voice when speaking. It can convey different meanings and emotions, and is an important part of spoken communication. In some languages, such as Mandarin, intonation can completely change the meaning of a word. Rhythm is the pattern of stressed and unstressed syllables in a sentence. This can vary greatly between different languages and can be difficult to master when learning a new language. Stress refers to the emphasis placed on certain words within a sentence. It can also vary between different languages, and getting the stress right is crucial to ensure you're understood. By understanding these different elements of an accent, you can begin to focus on the areas which you find most challenging. With practice, you can improve your accent and become more confident in your spoken communication. 3. Listening and mimicking native speakers. One of the most effective ways to improve your accent is through listening to and mimicking native speakers. If you want to sound like a native speaker, you need to train your ear to hear the nuances of the language. Listening to native speakers will help you to develop a better understanding of the language and the way it should be spoken. To get started, find some audio or video recordings of native speakers speaking the language you are trying to learn. You can find these on YouTube, podcasts, news broadcasts, or even in TV shows or movies. Listen to these recordings carefully and pay attention to the way the speaker pronounces each word and phrase. Once you have listened to the recordings, try to mimic what you heard. Repeat each word or phrase out loud, trying to match the pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm of the native speaker. You may find it helpful to practice in front of a mirror so you can see how your mouth and tongue are moving. It's also a good idea to record yourself speaking and compare it to the native speaker recording. This will help you to identify areas where you still need to improve. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you listen to and mimic native speakers, the better your accent will become. Over time, you will start to internalize the correct pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm of the language, and it will become more natural for you to speak like a native speaker. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. 4. Using tongue twisters and other exercises to improve pronunciation. Using tongue twisters and other exercises can be a fun and effective way to improve pronunciation. Tongue twisters are phrases that are difficult to say because they contain a lot of similar sounds or sounds that are hard to pronounce together. Repeating these phrases can help train your tongue and mouth muscles to better articulate sounds and words. Some popular tongue twisters include "She sells seashells by the seashore" and "How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?" Another exercise to improve pronunciation is to practice minimal pairs. Minimal pairs are two words that differ by only one sound, such as ship and sheep, or cat and cut. By practicing these pairs and focusing on the subtle differences in sound, you can become more aware of how you are pronouncing words and work to improve your accuracy. It's also important to listen to yourself speak and record yourself if possible. Hearing how you sound can help you identify areas where you may need to focus on improving your pronunciation. Additionally, listening to native speakers and imitating their pronunciation can be a great way to improve your own. By incorporating these exercises and techniques into your regular practice routine, you can make great strides in mastering your accent and improving your overall communication skills. 5. Practicing speaking with a partner or tutor. One of the most important aspects of improving your accent is practicing speaking with a partner or tutor. This allows you to receive immediate feedback and correction on your pronunciation, intonation, and overall speaking skills. A partner can be anyone from a friend or family member to a language exchange partner, while a tutor is a trained professional who can provide more structured lessons and guidance. When practicing with a partner or tutor, it's important to focus on specific sounds or words that you struggle with. This could be anything from vowel sounds to difficult consonant clusters. By isolating these problem areas and practicing them repeatedly, you can improve your overall accent and become more confident in your speaking abilities. It's also important to practice speaking in a natural, conversational tone. This means focusing on intonation, rhythm, and stress patterns, as well as incorporating common phrases and expressions into your speech. This will not only make you sound more fluent, but will also help you better understand and communicate with native speakers. Finally, don't be afraid to make mistakes or sound silly while practicing with a partner or tutor. Remember, the goal is improvement, and the only way to get better is through practice and repetition. With time and dedication, you can master your accent and become a more confident and effective communicator in any language. 6. Recording and listening to yourself speak. Recording and listening to yourself speak is a great technique to master your accent. It may feel awkward at first, but it is an effective way to identify areas that need improvement. You can use your smartphone, tablet, or computer to record yourself speaking and then play it back several times to analyze your accent. When listening to the recording, focus on the specific sounds, intonation, and pronunciation of words. Are you pronouncing certain words incorrectly? Are there any particular sounds you struggle with? Once you have identified the areas that need improvement, you can start practicing them. It's important to note that you shouldn't be too hard on yourself when listening to your recordings. Learning a new accent takes time and practice, and it's perfectly okay to make mistakes along the way. Instead, focus on the progress you've made and the areas you need to work on. You can also use technology to help you improve your accent. There are many apps and online tools that can help you practice your pronunciation and intonation. Some of these tools even provide feedback on areas that need improvement. Overall, recording and listening to yourself speak is an effective way to identify areas that need improvement and track your progress. With time and practice, you can master your accent and communicate more effectively. 7. Using technology to improve your accent. Technology has revolutionized the way we learn and improve our accents. There are many tools available that can help you master your accent, from apps to online courses and even virtual reality simulations. One of the most popular types of technology for accent improvement is speech recognition software. These programs can help you identify areas where your pronunciation needs improvement and provide feedback on your progress. Some speech recognition software can even compare your voice to that of a native speaker, helping you to adjust your accent accordingly. Another great technology tool for accent improvement is video conferencing software. With this type of software, you can connect with native speakers from anywhere in the world and practice your accent with them in real time. This not only helps you to improve your pronunciation but also gives you the opportunity to learn about different cultures and conversational styles. Virtual reality simulations are also becoming increasingly popular for accent improvement. These simulations allow you to practice your accent in simulated real-life situations, such as ordering food in a restaurant or giving a presentation at work. By practicing in these scenarios, you can build confidence in your accent and improve your ability to communicate effectively. Overall, technology has opened up a world of possibilities for accent improvement. By incorporating these tools into your practice routine, you can accelerate your progress and achieve your goal of mastering your accent. 8. Incorporating accent reduction into your daily routine. Incorporating accent reduction into your daily routine is one of the most effective ways to master a new accent. One way to do this is by listening to native speakers of the language you're trying to learn. This can be done through podcasts, watching TV shows or movies, or even just listening in on conversations around you. Another way to incorporate accent reduction into your daily routine is by practicing speaking the language out loud. This can be done in a variety of ways, such as repeating after a native speaker, reading out loud from a book or article, or even just talking to yourself. The key is to make sure you are speaking the language on a regular basis, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. It's also important to pay attention to your own speech patterns and habits. This means identifying the specific sounds or words that you struggle with and focusing on improving those areas. One way to do this is by recording yourself speaking and listening back to identify areas for improvement. Finally, it's important to practice accent reduction consistently over time. This means setting aside time each day or each week to focus on improving your accent. With patience and dedication, you can make significant progress in mastering a new accent and improving your overall communication skills. 9. Tips for maintaining progress and preventing regression. Improving your accent is a journey that requires consistent effort and dedication. Once you've made significant progress, it's important to maintain your progress and prevent regression. Here are some tips to help you do just that. Firstly, make sure you are consistently practicing your accent. This could be through conversation with friends or colleagues, reading out loud, or recording yourself and listening back to identify areas for improvement. The key is to keep up regular practice to ensure your accent continues to improve. Another tip is to immerse yourself in the language you are trying to improve your accent for. This could involve listening to music or watching TV shows or movies in that language. This will help to keep your ear tuned to the correct pronunciation and intonation. It's also important to be patient with yourself and not get discouraged if you experience regression. Learning a new accent is a long process and setbacks are to be expected. If you do experience regression, identify the areas that need improvement and focus on practicing those specifically. Finally, consider seeking out a language coach or tutor to help guide you in your accent improvement journey. They can provide personalized feedback and exercises to help you maintain progress and prevent regression. By consistently practicing, immersing yourself in the language, being patient with yourself, and seeking additional guidance when needed, you can master your accent and continue to improve over time. 10. Celebrating your progress and embracing your unique voice. While it's important to work on improving your accent, it's also important to celebrate the progress you've made and embrace your unique voice. Remember, your accent is a part of who you are and it's a reflection of your culture and background. It's easy to be self-critical and fixate on the mistakes you make, but it's important to acknowledge the progress you've made and the hard work you've put in. Celebrate the small victories and milestones, whether it's correctly pronouncing a difficult word or speaking more fluently. Embracing your unique voice also means being confident in yourself and your abilities. Your accent may be different from those around you, but that's what makes it special. It's a part of your identity and it sets you apart from others. Don't be afraid to showcase your accent and use it to your advantage. Being bilingual or multilingual is a valuable skill and it can open up many opportunities in the professional world. In summary, while improving your accent is important, it's equally important to celebrate your progress and embrace your unique voice. Your accent is a part of who you are and it should be celebrated, not hidden. We hope you enjoyed our video on mastering your accent. Accents can be a beautiful thing, but they can also make communication difficult at times. Whether you're learning a new language or just looking to improve your communication skills, the tips and techniques we provided in this article will help you master your accent and communicate more effectively. Remember that communication is key, and improving your accent can make a big difference in your personal and professional relationships. Keep practicing and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Please like the video and subscribe the channel.